There's more
6 people died here.
There's more interest from the media into who said it first than there is into the actual attacker. And this is the thing. I don't want to say, you know what I'm talking about. There's one type of people in the community that whatever the situation is, they will always play the victim and they always find.
Oh, I wonder who he's talking about. He's doing a little bit of dog whistling here. Who's he dog whistling at?
Way to play the victim, even though they're not the victims. Is that true here?
You know,
One type of people always make themselves out to be victims. Hint, hint. Nod, nod.
There's a new set of victims. It's a very professional campaign, well backed by the media, well backed by the powerful, influential lobby groups, which they do control, and they've inserted.
Oh, I wonder who he's referring to.
Themselves as the victims here, and rather than have the country and the social media focus and the media focus on the real victims, you try and sue me for saying the word unconfirmed. What, you think you're untouchable? But that's the thing, Syrian Girl. They think they're untouchable. They think they run this town. They run
Who's they? Who's they? Why don't you just name them, Cossack?
this country, and they want to be the victims.
Name who they are.
And they want to put themselves. They put themselves higher than the real victims.
these same people wanted to make the Palestinians the devil.
Who are these same people? Maram, aka Syrian Partisan Girl, aka Assad Shill. Who are these people? Name them. Who are you referring to?
And their own community, the victim. And now that's what they've got. They've got it because Channel 7 named one of their own. The end.
Channel 7 named one of their own. Now they're playing victim. Forget about the fact that you defamed an innocent person who had absolutely nothing to do with what happened at Bondi. And they're playing victim. Now they're playing victim. They're pretending that they're victims.
So you reckon it's a reverse play?
Yeah, it's Darvo.
Okay, Sarah wants to talk about truth. Everybody must be truthful. Sarah, can you tell me where we were not truthful? Okay, if
I think Sarah has a point
I
there.
say it's an unconfirmed report, this is what I don't get. These people wish I didn't say unconfirmed. But then they would have a good opportunity to take a swing, right? But my intuition told me that this is probably not the guy, even though it looks like him. There was lots of speculation. Again, we're repeating ourselves.
Oh, he's just throwing it out there, even though he looks like him.
For the people in the comment section who are a little bit slow to catch on, such as Sarah. But what can I say?
I'll tell you right at the bat, I made a mistake. I trusted Channel 7, and I never trusted anyone else. So even when it came to your tweet, I was like, if this is true, it would explain other things. But I never named a name, and the only time I named a name, and my biggest mistake, you're right, I screwed up. I trusted Channel 7. Let that be a lesson to everybody.
Before Channel 7 released that false fake news about it being Benjamin Cohen, you were tweeting, well before that, you were tweeting about how you thought it was an Israeli who was behind the attack. Stop playing the victim. It's interesting how Cossack is claiming that all the attention is taking away from the real victims of the attack, the people that were murdered and injured in that knife attack. Yet 99% of the time, they're talking about themselves. These people are clearly, both Cossack and Maram Susli are clearly nervous about the impending defamation suit that is coming their way, which is going to entirely bankrupt them. Hence the reason why they've spent 99% of the time on this podcast talking about themselves and trying to cover their bases and trying to protect themselves.